Hey everybody, how's it going? Alright, I wanted to do this quick video to talk to you today about a couple of things to do with gait. Now, I wrote this out and I'm going to kind of just run through it. So, practice gait, the movement of gait. Number 1. Gait is a skill. Number 2. It's a bit like a squat and a deadlift. It's a skill and you've got to learn it. You learnt it when you were young, but you've probably forgotten how to do it really well, because there's different things in our environment that change how we move. And those things that change how we move, they change how we move in gait. So we need to practice gait, because gait is a skill. Gait is a pattern. It's a pattern of movement. It's timing. It's specific timings of specific muscles firing at specific times. Now, gait is a specific demand. It's unlike anything else. Gait is gait. Gait is a skill. Gait is one-legged, because you're always either on one leg or no legs. Now, the difference between a walking gait and a running gait is that in a walking gait you go from 2 legs to 1 leg, to 2 legs to 1 leg, to 2 to 1. In a running gait you go from 1 leg to no legs, to 1 leg to no legs on the ground. So it's very different. So gait is one-legged or no-legged. Gait is also powerful. It is powerful. It's not about strength. We've established that a long time ago. Gait is not about being strong, the state of being strong, to resist or produce great force. Now, you can produce great force against a static object, and gait is definitely not that. Running is definitely not static. It's not still static positions, stiff positions. Gait is also standing. Now, how many of the exercises that you do are in a standing position? Now, everything in the sling method is in a standing position. There's nothing laying down. There's nothing laying down, face up. Everything is standing up, because gait is in a standing position, and it has to replicate the demand for the movement that you're doing in order to be relative to the movement that you're doing. Gait is fast, 3 steps per second. Now, if you run at a cadence of 180 strides per minute, some of you will run at 160 or 170 or whatever. But if you run at 180, it's 3 steps per second. Now, how many times, let's say that we were doing squats, how many squats could you do in a second? Probably not even 1. Okay, so gait is fast, 3 steps per second. Does your training meet the demand of gait? The sling method does, and that's why I do it, and that's why I'm such a big proponent of it, because it works, and it is gait. It's all about gait. Now, I wanted to show you something here. I'm going to put that down for 1 second. I want to show you something here, a couple of really popular kind of Pilates based exercises or physical therapy based exercises that I absolutely hate. One is called, or you might know it as a different name. One is called a deadbug, and one is called a quadruped. You might know it as a different name. One is facing up, one is facing down, and I'm going to show you why they're nothing to do with gait, and they're completely wrong. All right. I'm not saying they're wrong as far as just moving is concerned, because we can move however we want to move. But if you're doing something that you say is a core exercise, it must replicate the demand of gait. It must replicate the movement that it's supposed to be effective for. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So we'll start with the dead bug. So think about the movement that you would make with a dead bug. So I'm going to start here in this, what you would call in Pilates a tabletop position. And I'm going to extend my left leg and my right arm. Okay, now everybody thinks, oh yeah, it's the opposite. It's the opposite limbs that are moving. And that's how gait is, it's opposite limbs moving. But I'm going to show you in a second why this is nothing to do with gait. Okay, so I'm moving my left leg is down, and my right arm is up. Okay, now, watch. My left leg is down, and my right arm is up. Is that how we run? Is that how we run? No. How do we run? like that. It's the other way around. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the quadruped. And again, you may know this as something else, and that's okay, but the movement will be the same. So again, we're going to do right arm and left leg. Right arm, left leg. Okay, so I'm holding that right arm out. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm reaching out with my right arm, and I'm reaching out with my left leg. Okay. I'm reaching out with my right arm, and I'm reaching out with my left leg. Is that how we run? No. It's not how we run. Right? How do we run? Like that. Those two exercises are completely wrong for gait. They are completely wrong for gait. Okay? When we are moving through our gait cycle, we are moving opposite limbs in the same direction. Look, opposite movements, same direction. One-legged, powerfully. With rotation. Nothing is stiff. Nothing is stiff. Nothing is up and down. We're moving forwards. We're projecting ourselves forwards. Locomotion in a forwards direction. Okay? So, there we go. Any comments, questions? Post them below. Talk to you soon.